and has been broken by a Russian agency or an agency outside of India, and the Indians informed. More information coming in. Niranjan, you can take over and inform the viewers about that.
Yes, and this is what we broke some time back. Abhishek, that the detained terrorist from a Central Asian country. Suesha, welcome back. Good to see you after a very long time. Suesha is joining us on the broadcast right now. Okay. So Suesha is back. Suesha, I was just saying that there is another breaking news update coming in, that the detained terrorist is from a Central Asian country. He has confirmed that he had to travel to India to arrange an act of terror. In retaliation for insulting the Prophet. There is a video. It's a 57-second video. I'll try and play that video out. It's without translation, but for the first time, the whole point of playing this video is so that you can hear the terrorist. He's confessing to the Russian agencies in this video. If you can please play that video out. It's on the Surface device. You can hear the audio as part of the video. Let's play that out, please.
В Россию приходил специальную подготовку в Турцию. В 2022 году по указанию Юсуф Таджика я летел в Россию. Я приходил специальную подготовку в Турцию. В 2022 году по указанию Юсуф Таджика я летел в Россию. Я приходил специальную подготовку в Турцию. В 2022 году по указанию Юсуф Таджика я летел в Россию. Я приходил специальную подготовку в Турцию. В 2022 году по указанию Юсуф Таджика я летел в Россию. Я приходил специальную подготовку в Турцию. В 2022 году по указанию Юсуф Таджика я летел в Россию. Я приходил специальную подготовку в Турцию. В 2022 году по указанию Юсуф Таджика я летел в Россию. Я приходил специальную подготовку в Турцию. Приходил специальную подготовку в Турцию. В 2020.
So Jalal Bakhshi is back on the broadcast with us right now. Suesha, you can take a question with him as well. This is a big arrest. Abhishek was just breaking more details, but Suesha, I'm coming across to you so that you can take the next question with Jalal Bakhshi. I think Abhishek is also picking up more details. We'll go to him next. Suesha, over to you.
All right, General Bakhshi, really I was waiting to ask you now to what happens from here. After this very video has been accessed, of course, the person has been caught. How do the Indian authorities take over and move on as far as this investigation is concerned?
Look, I'm very certain that we'll ask for extradition of this assassin and for detailed and comprehensive interrogation in India so that his associates, his links, his organizational structure, etc. could all be identified now and prophylactic action taken to neutralize them before they do any more damage. You know, after the assassination attempt against Salman Rushdie, this should have been expected because there is that kind of they are trying to revive the angst in the Islamist world, in the jihadist organizations, to try and keep up their frothing at the mouth, the anger, the hatred going. So that is why you found Salman Rushdie was struck in the United States 30 years after the fatwa had been issued. And now we have this, and the man under interrogation is clearly saying, although of course we'll have to await the translation of the Russian, but the Sputnik etc. have told you that this man has been singing like a canary under interrogation. They all sing. That's my experience also. Once they are caught, once they are, put through the ringer, they sing like canaries, they reveal everything, etc. So he is clearly outlining the details of the plot, that he was recruited in Turkey, that he was asked to come to Russia and route himself from there to try and infiltrate into India. The routing via Russia would help to, let him get through, because people of Russian origin are treated as friends. It is a friendly country, so quite obviously the authorities at the airports, the CISF, etc., are not so suspicious of them. There is no kind of ethnic profiling that takes place, and if it does take place, well, there is that Russians are friends. So he could have passed muster as a Russian. He looks pretty fair. He could have passed off as a Russian. He could have come with false papers. And then you see the flip side of it. Let us say he was caught here with all the explosives, etc., and or caught in the act. The tendency would have been to blame, he came from Russia. He came from Russia. It would, be also an attempt to spoil relations between the two countries. I mean, there can be no end to speculations. But the fact of the matter is, the reality check is, here is a man, Middle Eastern origin, we are told, oblique Central Asian, we are waiting to find out. But he was recruited in Turkey, he was radicalized on the net, and then radicalized face to face, filled up with venom, given the task of infiltrating into India via Russia to attack a high-profile political
General
leader.
Bakshi sir, just hold on to your thoughts. We have a guest joining over the phone from Russia, Johan Backman. He's a political analyst. He's patched on the phone. He's based out of Finland, actually. Mr. Backman, a Central Asian Republic citizen, somewhere from Central Asia, recruited in Turkey, trained there, coming to Moscow, and was intending to fly down to India to carry out a suicide attack. Islamic State terrorist, recruited somewhere in Turkey, via Moscow, was coming to Delhi. Sir, this kind of international operation in terror, of course, the Russian agency has succeeded. I think we lost Mr. Backman. We'll try to connect again with him. He's a political analyst based out of Finland, but understands Russia's dynamics. The fact that the Russian agency has caught a terrorist recruited by the Islamic State, Daesh as it is called, there in the Middle East. He's from somewhere in the Middle East or Central Asian republics, but was recruited and trained in Turkey and was to come down to Delhi via Moscow, perhaps as a subterfuge. We have another phone being patched now. We have Nikita Menkovich, director of the Eurasian Analytical Club, joining us over the phone. Nikita, if you can tell us how the Russian agency, the FSB, would have chanced upon this Daesh Islamic State terrorist who was intending to come to India and target high-value political personalities as part of a suicide attack.
Russian special services has a long history of the battle against international terrorist organizations, such as ISIS is. These organizations committed a lot of attempts to commit a terrorist attack inside Russia, but most of them were broken by Russian special services, and terrorists were arrested. I think that now Russian special services tried to help India to prevent a terrible attack prepared by this international criminal and terrorist group. For my opinion, this is the result of the good cooperation between two our countries in the field of security.
Right, definitely, Nikita. This is an example of how the agencies cooperate between the two countries, friendly nations. But this could have been a dangerous attack had it succeeded with this terrorist flying out of Turkey after training and taking the Moscow route and coming to New Delhi. You think that the Russian agencies would be worried that Russian soil is being used now as a possible launch pad, and to that extent maybe increased cooperation is in order? Remember, National Security Advisor of India was in Moscow just a couple of days back.
Russia is a big transport country. A lot of people from all over the world are transiting through the Moscow airports. Of course, some of them may be criminal and terrorists, but as we see on this example, our FSB and other special services work good, and they're trying to find such personalities and arrest them to prevent possible crime activities and terrorist attacks. We should understand that this example shows that FSB do those work good and guarding not only Russian interests and Russian securities, but also the interests and security of our allies, such as India and other countries.
Yeah, absolutely. And the fact that the Islamic State is succeeding in carrying out these kind of international plots or planning these kind of international plots, recruiting somebody from the Middle East, training that person in Turkey for over 3-4 months, 6 months, bringing that person to Russia and then onwards to Delhi. It really shows that the Islamic State's back is not broken yet, and